Yeehaw. If you clicked on this, Spirit wants you to see this video. There's no such thing as coincidence. I've got an energy reading for the collective. It's 3 cards only, and it's just for you. So strap in. Here we go. Today, welcome to my garden. My name's Jess. I do tarot readings and meditation and stuff. And you're here for a reason. So the universe wants you to hear this message. I've pulled 3 cards today, and they go like this. The first one says, ground yourself. The second one says, black shock. And the third one says, sun. It looks like you've got options and you're not choosing to see them. This is something to do with perspective. And it feels like your perspective is focused on something negative, whether that's like paranoia, or it's stuck inside of one way of thinking. Are you feeling trapped? Are you feeling trapped in a relationship? Could be a relationship with work, could be a relationship with a person, could be romance, could be the relationship with yourself. Left ankle. What's that about? Femininity? Creative. Are you tying yourself down creatively? Spirit wants you to see that your focus is too internalized. It's like you've capped yourself in this one idea when there's like an infinite galaxy of possibilities behind you and outside of you. It feels like you're focusing on something that's not working, and that isn't going to help your situation. So rather than focusing on that, start to you need to energetically draw a string, like a string of light or like a rope that helps you climb out of that place. Because obviously it feels like something quite muddy. Like it might be multifaceted and have like a lot of layers to why you feel stuck. But this is saying that it wants you to, there's something to be gained or learnt in the skill of pulling yourself out of this muddiness from a really tiny spark of light. It's like a seed. It's like a single seed that you are being asked to focus on until it starts to grow and blossom, and you start to see this overwhelming light of whatever it is that you need to escape or to emancipate yourself from this stuckness. And that feels like a creative thing. That feels like your third eye. Like intuitive creation. Maybe there's some kind of art work that's being asked to be created from this space of stuckness, and that's why you're there, because it's giving you like a richness and a story to tell with your art. And try play a game with yourself where just for 5 minutes or 1 hour you tell yourself that the entire situation that you're feeling stuck in is solely there for you to make art about it. Like, you see the way she's sitting? Okay, there's so much going on in this card here. But see the way that lotus is sitting on top of her head? You should feel like that. Like, she's got so many options. There's like the rainbow that's capping her in, and then there's like the galaxy behind her. Her heart is focused on the ground instead of that cosmos. But the thing sitting on top of her head feels really good. And that's just like, It's like putting yourself in a bunker when the war is happening around you, and just being like, I'm going to pick up my fucking pencil or my paintbrush, and I'm just going to start making art that feels beautiful despite this stuckness, or because of this stuckness. One of the two. It could be that you want to create something that's totally the opposite, and like it's coming from the fantasy that you're having about escaping from this situation you're in, or it's literally about the situation you're in. One of the two. But use this grounding energy. Like, see, she's carrying these two rocks in her hands. Like, generally creativity, it involves using your hands. And so this is saying, like, still connect with the ground and the earth. Like, feel the earth's energy, like, traveling up through your veins and your hands as you're creating, but you're just single-mindedly channeling this art. And it's almost like I'm seeing like artwork by artwork, or like piece by piece of whatever this body of work is. It's almost like looking back at that body of work, you'll be able to see the steps of how to escape. But by the time it's done, you've probably already escaped, you know? It's like the instructions are going to be encoded or embedded in this art that you're making from a space of fantasy or soothing. You know, like put yourself, if I was totally out of this situation I'm in right now, what would that feel like? Bang, off you go, paint, draw, sing, craft, whatever your art form is, do that. Then you'll have written like a Da Vinci Code for yourself on how to escape the situation. Yeah. So this little doggy with the red eyes makes me feel like there's some kind of pressure, or what's the word? Expectation of you from the external that you're perceiving, like maybe it feels like you have a big workload, or something's being asked of you, and that is it's feeling scary to you. But like, I don't know, just stare into his eyes and allow that feeling to convert into a duty or responsibility. Like Jordan Peterson says, like take on as much responsibility as you can, or opportunity lies where responsibility has been abdicated, which means where you can Google abdicated. But yeah, like the longer you look at these eyes, they're kind of sweet. And he's kind of saying, like, you can do it. You know, he's kind of like encouraging you and inspiring you and uplifting you, rather than like piercingly looking down at you and saying, you need to do this, or being like demonic or anything. I think that why am I saying this though? Oh, it just feels like there's it's important to recognize the power in whatever this artistic process that you're going to go through is, like recognizing the duty or the power, and not fearing any of the darkness in it too, because you can only make rich art if you've been all the way to the depths, right? So don't be afraid of like seeds of evil inside of you. I don't think that's not too strongly what this message is about anyway. Um, this card kind of makes me laugh, eh? She looks like she's just like fucked herself up and she's passed out because she's so overwhelmed. She actually, you know what? This is supposed to be a positive card, and this is the Sun card from the Fairy Tale Lenormand deck. But the feeling I'm getting about it right now is that she's trying to escape. It's almost like she's been drugged and she's stuck in her body and she's like, fuck, get me out of here. She looks kind of concerned. Okay, yeah, because I was seeing this notice on this card the doggy has a little like around his left ankle there's like a thing of fog around it, and I always think about when you're being chained by the left ankle, it means that I should look this up and put some words here. But generally I think about femininity being suffocated in some way. So is there like a figure of masculinity in your life that is tying you down and suffocating you? This could be a literal man, could be dad, could be bro, could be hubby, could be, or it could be masculinity as a structure, like work or like schedule or action based things that relate to the masculine energy. It feels like it's asking you to find soothing in the masculine, because it could also be something that you're trying to avoid. Like you're like, I don't want to be in a routine. I don't want to be in a timetable. And like, oh my God, I have all this responsibility. But this card is kind of like, there's a sensation of being soothed by the quality of masculinity as well. And it's like, see if you can work with that rather than feeling chained down by it. And what would you have to do to stop being chained by the masculine? Probably make art, because that will balance your feminine flow back out, and then you won't feel this need to be like, fuck you, because you're still managing expression and flow state. So this is like a combination of like, yeah, it's embracing both the masculine and the feminine inside of you and your life and your schedule. So if you're feeling tied down by masculine, you need to find more feminine. And that can be simple. That can be like buying yourself flowers, or being in receiving mode, like when somebody offers to pay for something that you say, thank you, and more of this. It's like there's some confusion around like the balance between masculinity and femininity, maybe sexuality. And it just feels like it's a feeling you're in right now. Don't get like, see how her hair is making like a vortex almost? Don't get like sucked in to the vortex of this confusion. Like again, I keep coming back to this picture of you in like a bunker or like a pipe, and it's just one track mind. Just do the art about the feeling that you're having and you will figure your way out of there. Don't focus on the confusion. I think that's all. I think that's all for you guys. Let me know if this resonated for you in the comments. I'm quite familiar with this feeling. I know that feeling. It sucks to be in a place like that where you're feeling confused and trapped and you don't know how to get out. So just trust that it's happening for a reason. It's only a phase. The sooner you start making this art that you're being called to make, the sooner you can get yourself out of there. Good luck, you'll do it. Love you. Bye.